Everything's up and running. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Still a little bit low, but I should be fine. Testing, testing. Should be fine. Love subtitles.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful. You've been commonly described as odious and boorish. Oh, your test scores were better than mine. Almost. This one's smarter than my navigation computer.
You want high dexterity, so that gives you dodge, handgun, block, sneak, lockpicks, and 2 points. So let's go with Range.
We'll put those marksmanship scores to good use. Look at that. A real scientist. Look at that. A real scientist.
Like, yeah, quite you. Ah, okay. Let's go with determination, block, persuasion. Let's go medical. shall we?
Maybe you can do something about this lump in my neck.
Uh-huh. Up the morning room. That's funny. Higher intelligence, medical tech, junior grade. Yeah. Medical specialist with weapons technology. Sure, why not?
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
Bye, bro.
Status. Structural integrity down 25%. Power levels down 11%. Skip drive
Shit.
inoperable.
Trying to save people. Bring back to life.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. No Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
Like half the stuff doesn't work this way. The hope.
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry, I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste. Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
The ship. It's a Fallout game, per se.
Now, you've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters. Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all. Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all.
Helping people
All
out.
Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time. You hit your head or something? Edgewater's a little ways down. Pretty place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna.
I'm guessing he's like, hey, we tried this, try that.
The Hope? Is that some sort
That's
of
pretty funny.
fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
That's kind of funny. See what else I can get. No.
Damn it, my ears! Ugh. Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the... This...
Lockpicks. I'll take all this stuff then. Food, free stuff. Food, free stuff. I need one more. Hold on. Fish, bread. Where did I go? Okay, there it goes. Where did he die? No, okay, what's that? Weapon management. Okay, cool. Location, journal, quest. No, they're not making it. I want to see if I can use like a sneak attack or something. I don't know. Saber. Oh, a nice ship.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed! Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and
See, I'm
worse,
trying to be nice
landing
and
violators. Go
So
on
mean.
that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Let me see.
You out of your mind? No way. Once we've dealt with these marauders, I'm hunting that sick freak down. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs some. Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
That's. Oh.
I just earned a fine bonus.
Take all this stuff. Pretty gruesome. That guy that died by getting shot like 3 times.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder. Smile for my surveillance device, Marauder. I am tracking your every move.
Sounds like fun.
Marauder, please be informed that the engine room contains nothing of value.
Little help. What's up here?
All doors are on security lockdown. Nice try, Marauder. Marauder, please be informed the ship has no crew for you to murder.
Oh, the deal back around. Cool. Okay, I can deal with that.
Intruders are not authorized to access the Unreliable's amenities, including the cargo hold's workbench. Hello. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Prepare to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
That's funny.
I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne. I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet you at the designated location.
He went kablooey.
I understand. I will require some time to process
AI?
this information.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I understand.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact.
That's funny.
Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced. Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
That's pretty fun. Boost skills. Everything level up. You earn skills. Improve your skills. Core, maintenance. 50 at the 50. You can learn direct to specialized skills up to 100. Okay. Ammo consumption ratio. Lower your skills. Hurt. Okay. You've been leveled up. Nice. You congrats on enough experience to level up. Okay. 10 points available. Okay, I see what I mean. Okay. So let's go with tech. 30, okay. Go up 1 on leadership. Determination. Okay, cool. Persuasion. That works. Perks. If I have to do anything, it'll probably be this one.
These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them. Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Modify anything. Okay.
I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really.
That's kind of cool. Let's see what we got.
If your equipment...
Okay. Let's go with breakdown, since we can break down some of this stuff we don't need. Okay. No. So we repair this pistol. Repair. Oh, you'll say, okay, cool. Tinker with it. I'll get rid of all this stuff out. Oh, these are my primaries, so I can't get rid of them. Okay, cool.
Say, this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay. Oh, by the law. I'm so sorry. I had no idea we had an inspector coming. If you'd like to speak with my manager, I report to Constable Reyes in Edgewater. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the... Now, if you'll excuse me.
Hi, the ship. Pretty big. to hit east from here. Okay, cool. It's okay. Go this way. So. I like it so far. Pretty cool. I would love the outer space kind of thing. There's a reason why I chose to be tech and medical heavy than anything else. Is that it? Yeah, it's across. I know. Smack them. Smack them. You dead too. You built money gear. I think the bits are either money or savings. Residence. Due diligence. Nothing. No, let me change this real quick. Where is it? Character? No. I'm trying to switch out to inventory, guns, switch this up, no. Damage. Oh, that's what I modified, okay, cool. This is a shotgun, so just do more damage up front. Hey town, how nice. My buddies are good online, I see.
Whoa, hey, where'd you come from? Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's Marauder territory, friend. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into... Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Spacer's Choice.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town? Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them. Renting means money. Money. Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
So mean.
He just is. Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy, you'll find...
Okay.
Yeah? Fancy threads. That... You running? Grave digging? Something.
Huh? What?
I'm still there right now. You do what you got to do to stay alive. Goodies all around. I feel so bad. Ooh, we're doing this discovery.
If they start asking you for some medicine, come tell me. I'll set them straight.
Cool.
Keep your distance, friend. This house is no place for a traveler.
Oh, that's what happened. I messed up. Okay, let's go with. Might as well do that, because I can carry more stuff.
Please don't touch anything. Your hands are probably... Physical hygiene recapitulates... So everyone says, until someone forgets to cough into their elbow, and then we're all... I'm Conrad. You will also report to me in the event of your death, whereupon I will... Ah, gravesite fees. Silas and I had talked about this at length. I thought I'd made it clear my pecuniary situation precludes the necessary restitutions. As broke as pie crust, friend. Bidless, indigent, destitute. I simply cannot afford it. I am a blemish on the prosperity of our fair settlement. When I expire, I expect Silas to toss my body into a ditch. Thank you, no. I despise the cereals. Tell Silas I can't afford to pay. Some time ago, I fell ill with the plague. By the grace of the law, and through my own hard work, Frankly, I don't imagine I'll earn that right a second time. The barber work hasn't been profitable, you see. Not a bad idea. But your idea intrigues me, but I'm afraid I don't have anything to...
Lights might be in a pain in the butt. But here, give me a sec. Setting. I don't know why he's doing this. I'm just gonna turn them off. I get notifications to my phone anyway, the majority of the time. Come on now. I'm just trying to knock it off. General store.
It's not the best choice, it's Spacer's choice. And before you ask, I'm all out of deluxe salt tuna. All I've got is gourmet.
Of course.
Music to my ears.
Impact hammer, light assault rifle. Weapon parts, bypass struts. Oh, these are mods. Okay. So we got here. So I can sell everything else. Gotcha.
It's not the best. Music to my.
Not bad. Okay, let's see what else I got. I can buy.
Spacers? You ought to go have a talk with the boss, Reed Thompson. Work your go. What, you mean Edgewater? It's, fine and dandy. Couldn't be happier. You are condescending to me, and I do not care for it. I don't get paid for banter. Go right ahead. Other than yourself, definitely the vicar. Don't get me wrong. He seems a decent man, cut from church cloth, knows his scriptures. But there's some... I'd keep a few paces between myself and Miss Holcomb, the town mechanic, since her dear father left the workforce. No ill intent in her, mind. Just a queer sort, restless, scatterbrained, inclined to do first and think after.
That's canon. Residents.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max, if you're the sort who prefers brevity. I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling? This season's tossball predictions? The quickest way out of town? Mechanical tomfoolery is well out of my purview. Oh, and a word of warning. Marauders are about. Though if you are planning on venturing outside, I do have a proposition that may interest you. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, my retrieval efforts have been thwarted by Marauders. So you'll consider it? I do appreciate you hearing me out, and, your discretion. It's a handwritten journal. A faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? What? No! I don't want to burn it! I would never... I mean, I just want to... Look, I have a very simple goal here. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute. Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
Nope. Probably over here, because, you know, it's open.
I've got some time. Oh, I'm an actuary. That means I keep tabs on a worker's living expenses. How much it costs to feed, clothe, shelter, bury, and replace your average human worker. Technically, I'm employed by the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources.
Oh, so you can actually see what they're having. Okay, cool. That's not bad.
You read the latest report?
I don't know you. Uh-huh. The Unreliable, you say? Never heard of any. I don't know what you're about, but this here's a Spacer's Choice drinking establishment. Am I that easy to read? Yeah, we've been having some problems lately. Loyalty issues, lines in the sand. I know where folk in Edgewater stand. But if you're gonna have a drink, I'd like to ask that you do it within the premises. Can't have you taking drinks over to those deserters. Coming right up. Oh, I almost forgot. I'm contractually obligated to recite We'll get you mostly drunk at half the price. Spacer's Choice. Do you now? And what makes you think Mr. Thompson wants to talk to you? He's a busy man. You want to talk to Mr. Thompson, try ignoring your duties. He'll summon you up to that great big tower. Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
the cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a gap. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a Marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect. Shirt, pants, work boots, company-approved colors, Yes, seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. The people living in my home speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified. That reason was me. I asked too much and put... We will...
I mean, if that's all.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny you will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so...
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of...
We better clear out of Mr. Thompson's office before we talk.
Yeah, I don't blame her. She's like, I'm gonna get out of there. I'm like, yeah, he looks kind of a certain type of person. I like how he doesn't like my outfit. I'm like, bro, come on. This is better on American Fine.
Hey, mister, can we talk? Sorry. Sorry. You just want to get out of here. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters. On account of it's his job and what all, but... That's not the only side of the table.
Real quick. What's the other side of it?
To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. Life's hard here, especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. And maybe he can think of something. It's just an idea. Books are for rich folk. I just think that's what my...
Using the church. I think I already been through like half this town. Ain't too bad.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Any progress on... Oh,
This here's Vicar DeSoto. He's always...
thank you for the kind assessment, Miss Holcomb. I admit, I've been quite... Please. What would...
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the... I can't imagine what would be so great. That seems well...
The way we do it's by cutting off power to the others.
Adelaide McDevitt's encampment. I can see why Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince them. Not if things are left to stand as they are. I've never seen you before, and there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Pretty universal here, except for Ms. Holcomb.
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Oh, nothing could be further from... I'm simply bemoaning the... Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my... Yes. They who are... selling. What would you...
Okay, let's get out of here. Let me find his book and see if he helps out with that. But I'm going anyways.
When I was little, we'd get freighters in every Sunday noon. Now they only come but once a month.
Went the wrong way, yep, wrong way. Okay, no, let's go here, journal. Oh, that's even shorter, I can do that. Do that, get the boot back, then come back around. Oh, I thought it'd be much worse. I leveled up. Okay, so I got 10 points. Let's go up to persuasion. No. Let's go back up. Revert. That's fine. Let's go with. Put it to 15. Range to 25. And the last in dialogue just to have it up there. One of those games. Oh, he's the ringleader. Okay, higher up. Okay. It's not the wars, unless it's Boris Wars. Oh, my level up is down. Okay, cool. Plasma cutter. Creatures take extra damage from plasma weapon. Auto take extra damage from shock weapons. Okay, so it's. Okay. Again. I'm all level up right now because I'm about to fight these guys.
Everyone all right?
Hold on, hold up.
Okay, gone quiet. Here they come! That was a pretty one. I'm the ringleader. Lion machine gun. Now what's in here? Oh, that machine gun. Okay, let's see what we have, shall we? I'm going.
Oh, that's what's good. Journal. Yeah, so I'm like, he wanted his stupid book. Oh yeah. This stealth. Okay, so let's bump up stealth to 20 then. Leadership to 15. Dialogue to 20. And the rest will go into weapons. Just so I can have a well-rounded. Persuasion. Let's see why they like this gun. Perfecto. Did I get it? Assault rifle, nice.
Here we go! Everyone all right?
Rifle. Damn, she just mollywopped his butt. Now? There goes.
That was quick.
Sleep. Like. Noted. I need.
them!
A lot of stuff to sell then. Tri-blade, okay, cool.
Yeah, huh? That's on account of how I never met her. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. Her contract said any kids she had, expected or not, belonged to her office from the time of conception. So when I was born, I don't know about normal. It's sensible. Dad just fixed machines. She did some kind of crazy math, high-level stuff. Better to raise me on his time than hers. You mean about the... I know, but Vickers says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vickers sees is one ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. Fixing the universe is a job for somebody way better than...
Okay. That's fine, we'll go somewhere. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I got an assault rifle too, so let's get rid of this. And where's the assault rifle? No, not that. Got one of those. Shot cannon, let's get rid of. That's fine. Where's the hand rifle? That machine gun. There you go. Shot. Pistol. There you go. So I'm gonna have a lot of good stuff when I sell stuff. What's here, by the way? Nope. They wanted to buy beer in the regular place. I need weapon ammo, so I'm gonna sell a lot of my stuff. Keep all the simple weapons and. Oh, I shot his legs off. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's go back here. It's not too bad. I like it so far. I mean, I love the, I love this, love the graphics, love the art style. Just love how it is. I see they did more of an MP, the RPG kind of style. You do this, you do that. You level up this certain much, you get this. And I'm still in the barely still in the first part of the game because I didn't get my shit up. I know you probably travel to other worlds and whatnot, so let's level up, shall we? Let's go with some. Let's see. 20 guns. And I got a perk. So what perk do I get? Crit, weapon durability, speed, base health. Vendor price. Let's go vendor prices because I don't need to sell all the stuff. I like how they look. Sharp rifle, pistol. It's alright. Let me give this man back his book.
Any progress on that? Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this... I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. Please. Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Free spiritual counseling, someone to watch your back, not to mention a grown-up in the party.
I'm 28.
Exactly. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that. I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though. Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers as well. Well, understanding computers is, though I admit I took it further than most. and I was quite the 32nd back during my seminary days. Left many an opponent bleeding on the field. Of course, but mostly and that. Have you reconsidered?
Edgewater's gonna miss you.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I shall see you on the ship.
Oh, he's going with me on my ship. Okay, I thought he's gonna come with me. I'm like, no, I want to keep what's her face. Okay, but let me go to the shop real quick.
Wonder if the plague's ever gonna pass.
Okay, I'm gonna end it here, guys, for today's. I'm gonna go ahead and save it. I'm probably gonna play a little bit offline to see how it is. Then I'll come back online. Just, you know, what everything was happening. Other than that, guys, have a great day and going Ghost.